Tony Hawk is back in our lives. Although to be fair, he was never far away as one of the premier cool uncles on Twitter. Studio Vicarious Visions and Tony Hawk have teamed up to remaster the first two Tony Hawk games for the PlayStation 4 in stunning 4K if you're a PS Pro user. The Tony Hawk franchise is one of the most iconic in gaming history, appealing to both hardcore skate fans and people like myself who couldn't ride a bicycle until they were 10 years old, let alone ever stand up on a skateboard. But today, we're here to count down the top 5 maps from Tony Hawk 1 and 2. If we missed your favorite map, feel absolutely free to disagree and shout it out in the comment section. Try not to be too gnarly about it, though, dudes. Before we begin, I just want to shout out and credit Zen-Ivan7 and Longplay Archive for the videos. All the Tony Hawk 1 videos you see are from Zen-Ivan, and Tony Hawk 2 videos are from Longplay Archive. Thank you very much for your kind shredding. We're Operation Sports, I'm Matt Ederer, and these are the top 5 maps on Tony Hawk 1 and 2. Number 5. Warehouse, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. If you've played Tony Hawk 1 at all, you've spent some time trying to backflip through the hanging room into a dark slide on the rail below. The OG Tony Hawk map, Warehouse is perhaps a sentimental pick, but this level perfectly demonstrates what Tony Hawk games are about and was a great start to the franchise. I think there are entire Tony Hawk Pro Skater careers that started and ended here in the Warehouse. In fact, I think there are entire college careers that started and ended here in the Warehouse. Number 4. Marseille, France, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. The Marseille stage in Tony Hawk 2 is a true-to-life recreation of the actual Marseille skate park in France. In my opinion, Marseille is the strongest of the competition-style levels in the first two games, with tons of bowls, rails, and quarter pipes littered around the map. This course feels open-ended, as though there are many different ways to skin this cat and record a high score. The fact that it's such a good recreation of a legendary real-life skate park solidifies its place on our list today, but this is a great level even if you're not a huge skating nerd. There's no shortage of things to do here. Magnifique. Number 3. Venice Beach, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Unlike number 4 on this list, which aims to be a recreation of an existing skate park, Venice Beach is more like one of those movies that are based on a true story. There are elements of the scenery that really do exist in California, but as far as I know, there's no single place in Venice Beach that actually has all of this stuff together, collected in close proximity. Unless Hulk Hogan really took a strange turn with his Gawker money. Venice Beach is an extremely deep, fun level with memorable objectives, such as the no longer politically correct Ollie the Magic Bum. It also has a beautiful layout chock full of radical pipes, bowls, and lines to shred, or something. One of the prettiest levels of the older Tony Hawk games, graphically this is the level that I'm most excited to see on PS4. I'm not a big-time graphics person, but I legitimately cannot wait to see the palm trees, elaborate graffiti, and red California sky on PlayStation 4 and a solid modern TV. I imagine they'll make the sky red. Number 2. Downhill Jam, Phoenix, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. A perhaps controversial selection for best map on the original Tony Hawk game, Downhill Jam was an innovative idea in an already innovative game. And yes, the mall level in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 was essentially the same thing as the Downhill Jam level, but did they make a full game called Tony Hawk's Mall Jam? I rest my case. No, I'm just kidding. There's more to say about this level. But the fact that they did make a full Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam game does certainly inform this decision and should tell you all you need to know about how replayable and enjoyable this level is. Downhill Jam Phoenix is probably the most diverse map in the first two Tony Hawk games. There's just so much to do here and so many different ways to get there. There are tons of little hidden ledges to find, rails to grind, and an insane amount of vert available. To shred. Dudes. Radical. Downhill Jam, of course, also features possibly the best hidden tape in the first 2 games, a crazy climb to a random platform atop the mountain. It's not only rails and grinds here, however, as Downhill Jam also has the biggest halfpipe on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. This is definitely the hardest map on the first game, and in my opinion it stands the test of time as the best map on the first game too. Number 1. The School 2. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. School 2 is a fairly open concept level with different strategies to attack challenges and high scores. There's a lot to do here and a lot of different ways to do it. This level seems smaller than it actually is at first, but once you start discovering the hidden rooms and platforms, School 2 really begins to open up. In many ways, this is the perfect Tony Hawk level. It has everything that makes the series special. A great look and feel complete with sound effects, secret areas, insane grinds, a decent selection of pools and halfpipes, and fun interactions with crazy non-playable characters. This is our choice for the best map on Tony Hawk 1 and 2, and arguably the greatest level on any Tony Hawk game to date. That's a pretty big statement, and we're only focusing on Tony Hawk's 1 and 2 here. But shout out your favorite maps throughout the series in the comment section below. I've always been partial to Canada from Tony Hawk 3, but that's classic hometown bias. Thanks again, and credit to Zen7 and Longplay Archive for their videos. Be sure to check out their channels if you haven't. And if you want to see more sports gaming content, be sure to subscribe to Operation Sports. We've got some cool things coming over the next few months as we ease back into a world where real life sports exist. My name is Matthew Ederer. Black Lives Matter. There are a ton of really important causes you can donate to if you've got the means right now. We're going to include a great link from New York Magazine in the description that outlines 115 different charities, bail funds, LGBTQ organizations, and different great causes that could really use our support. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.